So thank you everyone for coming to see Itai's lecture. Itai will give us an update on growing mangoes in Northern California. He's one of the champions of growing those plants and has lots of personal experience. So thank you, Itai, and welcome.
Hi, thank you guys for coming and thank you for watching it on YouTube. My name is Itai Gazit. I am an engineer. I live in San Jose and my hobby is growing different kind of fruits, and one of them is mangoes, which I have some experience in the past few years. I did one lecture last year about how to grow mangoes and whether it's successful or not. Let's just do first a recap of what I did last year, and then we can move forward to what I've learned in the past year. So first, we started. Last year we asked the question whether can mangoes grow in the Bay Area, and the answer is yes. It's been grown in many places. It's a bit difficult, but there are many places that it's growing. I won't go over all the information that we did last year, but mangoes can take down to 26 Fahrenheit. So it's cold tolerance to a lot of places in the South Bay, so we should be good. And what's the number one cause for mangoes that are not successful? Root rot. Many of the mangoes that we are being killed is due to the root rot and not due to the cold. Overwatering. Growing methods, we'll talk about it later. The most recommended way is to just plant your seedling in the ground. We should plant the mangoes in semi-protected areas, like next to fence, outside, afternoon sun. This is a recommendation to any kind of tropical fruit or semi-tropical fruit. Soil mix, we should have great drainage, sandy soil, using either citrus mix together with a perlite, peat, pumice, and red lava. It needs slightly acidic soil. And do not add compost. The roots cannot breathe if you add compost to the mix. Feeding, any slow fertilizer with low nitrogen, and mangoes likes all the micronutrients like iron, calcium, sulfur, zinc, magnesium, boron, and others. So there are some products that you can add, and mangoes really likes it. Rootstock. So the ones that we buy online usually has the Florida rootstock, which is not that good in our area. We should try to continue the research of finding the great rootstock for California. There are some rootstock that are being developed and research, and one of them that I discovered that is good is the sweetheart variety, which is a good rootstock for California. Watering, let it dry out between watering. Diseases is as powdery mildew, and if you want to have successful grafting, you should have some warm nights. You will have higher chances. Varieties, we should choose variety that tends to flower and mature fruit in a short time, and there are tons of new varieties that are being developed by Zir, and you guys should try them. There's fantastic tasting varieties. Now, this is the lecture from last year. Now let's move for today. So this year I planted in the ground a 1-year-old seedling in a place that it was wind-free, and I want to see whether it would survive. And it did survive. I had something like few nights of 29 Fahrenheit, and it did survive outdoor with no damage at all. So mangoes are cold tolerance. They can survive it. If a 1-year-old seedling that is maybe 1 centimeter thick can survive outdoor, so why a mature, even down to 26, won't survive?
I did the same experiment in Santa Cruz. They also survived. Achacha did not, but mangoes did.
Now, how do I do a winter protection? Instead of covering the tree, what I do, I cover the roots with plastic, and then I can help with preventing the root rot, because then when it rains, it will not make all the roots completely wet, at least on some rainy season, on some of the rain that will go. So instead of people putting some coverage or this is the way I protect my mangoes. Many success stories. So join the club. There is a new Facebook group called Northern California Mango Growers. People posting on many success stories, fruiting mangoes in different areas in the Bay Area or other places near Sacramento, for example. One example is Ravi. He is growing 53 mango plants in San Ramon. He's growing them in the pots, in the 15 or 20 gallon pots. And this is the soil mix that he's using, and he claims that he has a great success with, which is using cactus, sing palm, 50% horticultural sand, and perlite and earthworm castings. So this is his mix for the pot, and he claims to have a great success. He is also successful with grafting. The key, the secret that he's revealed with me is that he only put that in a shady place after he do the cleft graft, and he has a very good chances that it will heal and take the grafting. So another question is, can mango grow in Santa Cruz? I mean, not in a greenhouse. So we, Daniel, I don't know if you guys know him, was successfully going Manila for the past 3 years and outside, and also he grafted the sweetheart scion, and it's all in Santa Cruz. So if many people think, hey, this is too cold for Santa Cruz to grow mangoes, this is wrong. There are probably some microclimate cases that it's warm enough and you can go in Santa Cruz as well. Choose early ripened varieties. This is a picture from a week ago. I'm still waiting for my Kati mango to ripen. So I hope it will ripen before winter really kicks off. Start grow your seedlings. So when you have a grafted tree, it will try to fruit, and when the plants start to take off the fruit, it actually consumes all the energy. The fruit consumes all the energy. So you do not have the tree stops growing at some point and just put all his energy on the fruits. So for example, on my Kati mango, last year it had 4 flashes. This year I left 3 mangoes on the tree, and I had 0 flashes. So you have to grow your seedlings, let them get big, then graft them, and then the tree can handle it, the fruits, and not just put all the energy in the fruit and then stop growing. So to recap, what we should do is keep the roots dry during winter. This is the key point. Sandy soil, great drainage, no compost, wind-free location, full sun, slow release fertilizer with low nitrogen, and all kinds of micronutrients. This is how we can get a success with growing mangoes in the Bay Area and in Northern California in general. That's it. So from my side.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So any questions?
Question?
Yeah. Do you have something around your mango? Is that a bag to keep the fungus off, or what is?
This is a strawberry bag from Safeway. Plastic bag, just to prevent the mice from taking it from me.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Do you guys get frosters on the side?
Frog?
Frost.
Don't think so.
Yeah, we make it sometimes in the mornings, like in the winter. The
Oh,
cars.
sorry, frost. You say.
Frost.
Yes, we have at least 15 days fast every winter.
A few days every winter.
Light fast, but usually just light fast, not a real one, I would say.
That's colder than Santa Cruz. We only get 1 or 2 days usually of
Yeah,
frost.
not 15, no?
I've seen, you know,
It's
you
not a
count,
lot.
I count it by the way I go to take the kids to school at 8 a.m. So I see that I have to take the frost from the cow.
ship,
Inches, so maybe less, maybe 10 days, I don't know.
A few days a year, I'd say. But in we are ice I have a question about you talk about the fruits when the plant is young. So if you get, I'm just in general, so I have like the lemon tree, the small lemon tree, and now many flowers, and I see many fruits. So it's better to take the fruits out to let them, because the plant doesn't grow. It's the same size, but many flowers. Is it, I'm thinking whether should I take all the flowers out, pick them out, and leave the tree without fruits, so it can, put more energy on the tree.
So to answer the question, there are two parts. First, if you take just the flowers, it will flower again probably. You should take the fruits when it's really small. And second question, lemon, unlike mango, it can still grow together with some fruit. So just leave 1 or 2, I would say.
The same question with the grafting. We now have many flowers, not many, but some on the we did the grafting on the orange tree. We put a lemon branch and many flowers now starting. So,
Take them off.
so leave one.
Leave just 1 or none, because this is very fragile
Fragile,
grafting.
it won't survive like 5 big lemons on a small.
Yeah, I noticed this also with grafted mangoes. Sometimes they're very tiny, foot tall, and they start flowering and setting fruit. So it's probably not a good idea to strain them that way. It's better to pick all the fruits. And you will see as we walk later in the jungle that there are mangoes flowering right now.
That's the idea. When you get the mangoes from Florida, in our climate, they just try to fruit all summer. So this is why it consumes most of